Let's take a look at the other tabs we can find in this funnel step. As you can see, we have automations, A/B testing, stats, sales, deadline settings, and leads. We'll go over each one, starting with automation rules. Automation rules can be created in this tab right here as well, but if you want to create them easier and rapidly, right from the funnel you're working with, you can create them right here in this tab. To create a new rule, click on New Rule, then you select the type of trigger you want your automation to be activated with. In this case, we have two triggers to choose from: funnel step form subscribed or page visited. Since this is a squeeze page we're working with and we're collecting leads, we recommend using the first trigger, so funnel step form subscribed. And then we're going to choose the action. So what happens when our trigger is set off? In this case, what happens when someone opts in to one of our forms? You will see a list of actions pop up, and you will choose whatever is more convenient for your intended goal. For example, you can subscribe a contact to a campaign, unsubscribe them from a campaign, add a tag, remove a tag, send an email, even send an email to specific address, enroll the subscriber to a course, and send a webhook. Just select the one you want, click Save, and your automation will be created. Now let's take a look at the A/B test tab. A/B testing, also known as split testing, refers to a randomized experimentation process where two or more versions of something is analyzed. This is very useful to online business owners because we can test which page leads to more conversions. So let's say I create a second squeeze page and I call it squeeze page 2, so the one I have right here. I chose a different template for it. As you can see, it's different from the first one. And I just want to see which one might perform better. To do this, I would use A/B testing. So just put the two pages together, then go to A/B test and click on choose a variant. So the variant for this first page is the second squeeze page I created, and the goal page is the thank you page because I want both of them to redirect to the thank you page. Click submit and then start A/B test. Once you do this, you will see a table where you can see the data for each page. You can see the views each page got and their conversion rate. So now whenever you share your link, whether that's on an ad or social media or an email, your audience will see either the first page or second page you created. It will be completely random, and this only happens when the A/B test is active. So let's copy the link and open it in this browser. And then the same link that I just copied, I will open it in another browser or an incognito window. And as you can see, the same link led me to two different versions of my squeeze page. So if we go back to the table, I'll see there's one visitor, one view. Whatever page gets the most subscriptions will have the higher conversion rate, and therefore it will guide you towards making your decision on which squeeze page to use between the two. Now let's continue with the statistics tab. When you click on it, you'll see a table with all your funnel pages, and to the right, you'll see a calendar where you can select the dates or time periods for the stats. The data this table will show you is divided in 4 columns. The first one is page views, so how many people have seen your pages, then opt-ins, sales, and earnings per page view. Of course, since we only have a squeeze page at the moment, we won't see any sales in this area for this specific funnel. Next, we have the sales tab. If we were selling something, you would see the data related to purchases. So for instance, the date the purchase was made, the price, the funnel step, the customer's email, and their status. All the info appears here once someone uses an order form or buys something from an upsell or downsell or any page you use to sell something in your funnel. Moving on to deadline settings. So our deadline settings can be used in any page that contains a form. It is a tool that you can use if you want to make a page unavailable to someone after they subscribe. So for example, let's say I want to make my squeeze page appear for only 24 hours after someone subscribes, which means that if you come to the squeeze page and then you subscribe using the form I have on the page, if you come back to the page after 2 days, you will not be able to see the page. It will be unavailable. So in order for you to do that, you can use the deadline settings. You will enable it, and then you can put here 1 day. So here I just choose my squeeze page, I click save, and then anyone who subscribes using my squeeze page will no longer be able to see it again after the deadline has passed. Finally, we have the leads tab, and it will show you all the contacts that subscribed using this funnel step.